Okay, I figure might as well get started. Um, so welcome. If you're here in person, awesome. If you're watching this on a video later, awesome. Um, so I use Wix .com for my artist website. I know there's also like WordPress and maybe some newer ones that I'm not familiar with, but they're all pretty easy, self-explanatory, where they kind of have like a template. So if you see over in this corner, my head is in the way. Okay. There's this little section over here. This is edit site. So I just click that and it really just gives me a lot of options. I didn't pay to start this one. I wanted to start a WordPress one today and just to show it, but it was like asking for proof of pay and stuff. And I just think if I have to go through that process and I feel uncomfortable, then maybe if you're just starting a website, you might not want to do that either. I can in the future decide to like upgrade or connect a custom domain. So domains are just websites that we pay for the name. And it's good to have it when you're ready. I personally don't even feel ready yet, which is kind of funny as an artist where you're like, when is the good time to like actually pay for my domain? Um, I know it's important if you want to like claim a name for a business and things like that. It's not too expensive. I want to say it's anywhere from like $10 a month. Um, and then maybe a little bit more if you're getting like different benefits from that. So when I click edit site, I jump over here. So I have my little page in progress. If I hit preview, it'll show me what my page looks like to others. So I can scroll it. This doesn't look very good. So back to editor. Preview. Okay, back to editor. I was like, I don't know why it's not telling me anything now. So I can head over here, see my menus and different pages, where's kind of where I was. I like to have sort of like a home page and then things to bounce off from there, which is the menu. So I have a spot for ceramics where I think for this one, I'm going to type cat dropping stuff for attention. Like if I wanted to put early ceramics or early ceramic work, so I can hit that and have a section for those. And then I wanted to make a new one. This one would be, I really had to give the cat attention, otherwise he's gonna eat my plant. Okay, so for here, I can put the actual, so I was doing Goyo Shui Kui and I can add to that page. So this would be that, and there's nothing there yet, obviously. Where I will throw in an image. So here I go to my media, and then I can go to the different images here. I would have to, just like anything else, you're gonna want to upload. Upload from computer. I just brought one out this morning, so it would be in my Lightroom saved photos. Oh no, wait, that was wedding stuff. Pictures. So I have my little ceramic pictures. Huh, okay. What did I do? There you are. So it's in my Lightroom. I'm gonna have to save it. So I like to use Lightroom to edit my photos and then try to keep everything sort of in the same area. Cool. So then back to my Wix editor and upload. And there's like a lot of like little back and forth like this. For me, the fun part is really like finding a nice template that I like that really aligns with my projects, organizing new images. So boom, we have a nice new image. It doesn't have any text, so that would obviously be the next thing I want to do. Mm, so I could do titles, paragraphs. I think for art, titles is good. We have all these different options. So again, that's why I'm like, it's kind of self-explanatory for a lot of these. I don't have to like do any type of coding. But if you know coding, I mean, you probably have a one up. So this art piece, I go ahead and put the name, Goyo. Nope. Shui Goyo Shuiki. And of course, it's going to say that's not spelled right because it's another language. And then obviously, I like to move things. Cool. And then I can also change like the color of everything. Site design, site theme. There's just like with the words, like pre-selected themes. I think I'm just sticking to things that are going to be very neutral. Yes, change my background color. Right now it looks, there's that color, okay. Okay, things like that. Let me see if I can hit preview. You're gonna show me what it looks like if I'm not me. Let's see, so I can go to home. I'm like working here too because the internet likes to be slow at the museum, but also I'm just like, I wonder if it's slow here too because it's not letting me grab my things. Okay, so if I go to Goyo Sweetly, you should be popping up. So nothing will show to the real world unless I hit publish. I can always go to view site. I know this way works for sure. I was just trying to see if it would work the other way. When I scroll down here, I have a nice little art piece. But I can fix that too, where it doesn't just scroll. So let's go back to Goyo. There you go. So then I can see the early ceramics at the bottom. And already just seeing like I need to fix it because it's only on the bottom. So I can always go back to my editor, close this guy up. Back to editor. Um, just wondering if I could like move where these are. Change page background. It's not really what I'm trying to do. That's what I want. I want to adjust the page height because it looks funny on the other side. Cool. So I can add a different page as well. I was thinking something like this one. Add a page. Oh, that's right. I had already added it. I think this one should be the same one. No, that was. And a new general. Cool. So this one will have the other theme. I think they're called themes. So I can add a page title, which I wanted to do just like a different art piece. What happened to my title? There you are. Kint Sugi, which is the Japanese art of embellishing mistakes with gold. Can I make you big? Nope. Okay, let's go back to a photo. And this was my cat Sugi piece. And I'll have a spot to put a couple. So at least if I'm putting a couple different ones, I could choose my favorite shots, but I think the up close or face forward is kind of the best one. Let's export. So the things that kind of help this workflow go easy is the format or themes on these internet pages, and then having different photos like already ready to go. Select folder, because it's like a lot of repetitive steps. All the repetitive steps. So then media, upload from computer, and it's already on my ceramic page, which is cool. And there's the cat. I didn't see it. Go ahead and open it. And stick it by hit add to page. And then I have the cute little cat who looks very smug here. So I do have this sort of layout that I wanted to mimic. So what I'm going to do is just edit my cat so that it is, let's see, big. No, maybe crop wasn't the right thing to do. Change image. No, that's not what I want to do either. I'm just going to drag you then to here. And I like to hit shift when I stretch my photos. It's a trick that they teach you so that it doesn't lose its dimensions. Like if you would stretch it and it starts to look like it's in a funhouse mirror, probably not good for something that you want to represent real life. Okay, cool. Looks pretty aligned. What do you think, Kat? No. It just needs to grow a little bit bigger. Do you want sticky keys? Not ready for sticky keys. Kitty, kitty. Oh, almost there. Okay. Anything else? So we have beautiful. So then I can just sort of replace all of their information with my own. The beauty of having pre-worked out formats. Cat, Sugi, and then where did my text box go? And then again, if I lost that text box, I'll just have to go back and add it in. So go to add, go to text. I'm in paragraphs now. I want to add a paragraph. My zoom head is in the way. Could you let? Add it. And drag it. And most important things to list would be, I already put ceramic, right? So if I put cat sculpture created, and what year did I do that? 2021 with mid-fire, clay, and watercolor. A cat sculpture created in 2021 with mid-fire clay, mid-fire clay, and with a surface treated like watercolor painting, finished with gold luster. I always contemplate whether I capitalize materials, and you don't unless it's like you're putting the name of it. So if this was like Liquitex gold luster, or I forget what does the ceramic one. So cat sculpture created in 2021 with mid-fire clay. And I will probably edit this later, because I'm guessing that my work made like semi under pressure won't be as good as when I go and check it later on, obviously. So I'm trying to move my chat head. Okay. I think I can select what would be a good photo to go next to that. I love this photo, but it's a little blurry. It's has its areas where it's in focus, which is like over here by the sun on the cat's hip. But I think for the sake of not letting people having to figure that out and just be like, this artist is a blurry photo, I'm going to use this one. It's a little bit nicer, and it has the cat's bum in it. So it's like kind of funny. So I'm going to, and I think that's kind of the fun part about building a website too, is using your own opportunities to make creative decisions that you know best about your work and how you want to be seen by the world, right? I mean, that's why I made this sculpture. Select folder and then bounce back to Wix photo editor and website editor. We're going back to photo, all that jazz. And maybe it would be a good, because I have like text, photo, to give a little bit of information about my artist statement. And so in this little area, I can say, I either wanted to create a cat Sungi sculpture to, celebrate the flaws that happen naturally when making ceramic sculpture. I think it would also be nice if I were going the extra mile to just make sure that I had these cropped down to size so that they wouldn't be like a funky like meetup here. If I really wanted to have that design principle, then it might be best. So I can line that up for fun for now. But other than that, I'm like cutting off a piece of my tail over here. And I'd say for good housekeeping as an artist, just kind of like crossing those T's and dotting those I's before I get to this step. I could have cropped that in Photoshop or Lightroom to the square dimension. Just like in Instagram, how it always just like takes your photo and turns it into a square, regardless of whether you wanted that or not, right? Because that's their format. I'm trying to find my text box. Text box. I feel like I keep adding it in, but I know it exists. Text box. Nope. Okay, I'm adding you. It's like only so much that I'll fiddle around with before I'm like, I'm gonna figure it out a different way. So that was a heading. Fine, you're fine. Drag you over and delete. Did you just delete my whole text box? Maybe that's what I did earlier. Whatever, I'm gonna add a bigger heading this time. Oh my God. I don't know if I like that decision. Why are you so weird? Edit text. Yes, I don't want it to say heading 3. Cat. Oh my God, this is too big. Sugi. Katsugi and this sculpture was created as a 3-dimensional painting, period. Talk about yourself in third person for this. Aida used underglazes similarly to watercolor and expressionist painting, and used gold luster to accent the imperfect cracks that happen organically to the hand-built cat form. Okay, so of course, going back and doing a ton of editing. I think when you say 3-dimensional, I gotta capitalize that D. 3-dimensional, no, I spelled it wrong. 3-dimensional. The sculpture was created as a 3-dimensional painting. They used underglazes similar to watercolor and expressionist painting. And I don't like using used too many times. And say added a gold luster to accent the imperfect cracks that I'm gonna use a different word, occurred organically to the hand-built form. Does that need 2 R's? How do I occurred? Yes, awesome. So then I can save this, even though I have an automatic save, so it should save. I can go to, should I go to preview? No, publish now. Publish now, and then I can head over to view site. And I just kind of like toggle back and forth. Just seeing if I like stuff. So that was general, which was a whole new tab. And that's going to be at the very bottom of this page. So this is more stuff that I have to work out. by making sure that my header doesn't look like that. It's just taking over my whole page and it's making me sad. But mostly, at least, my page, I'm assuming, is being viewed by people off of Instagram. So they're looking at it on their phones, which I think is an important way to think about our art when we put it up for the world, how they're viewing it, how they're looking at it. So yeah, other than that, again, I'm recording this video and I'm going to share it. So I wanted us to check out our syllabus real quick because there's a bunch of days coming up that I just want us to have in our mind. And everything's going by really fast. So I know our last day is the first week of July, and there's a bunch of things leading up to it, including bringing our work to the museum store. I know we haven't had a ton of time to make work. So I am interested in scheduling studio days, especially with my friends that are closer to us so that I can get some work out of you. And I know you have a bag of clay, so I want to shake that bag of clay and, have you make it into some art objects before July. And we saw how fast Team Takeover came and went. So I already imagine everything else is going to go by pretty fast. So I see a lot of studio days, gallery tours, portfolio. Today was my artist website tutorial, but I know I'll get more questions on that. So if you have any questions, let me know. Moving forward, so one of these that I want to highlight is gallery tours. I want to know when we can come in and tour the museum and hang out. And then I want to know what we think about museum store day. Yeah. And just getting more time in the studio. So for my friends that are far away, I want to know how you're doing on making work. And then I want to know for my close-up friends, what do we want to do? When do we want to come into the studio? Maybe send me your availability and then I'll run it by my boss, the executive director. Louise formalized her name so that we can see. I am like secretly just wanting her to give us like an extra day. Like if I say, hey, can I see if teen council wants to come in on a Friday night, and then we'll just have it to like have an open invite, see which of our friends can make it. Just because Wednesdays seem to be really dedicated to more like professional development. Carly is currently in Italy having a professional art piece fabricated. It's going to be installed, I think, in La Puente. So I keep putting off her talk for her to show us her work. But that's going to be something that comes up. But I think other than that, it's really just like making work. I think in the past, when teen council was mostly just students that are nearby, the whole idea of it was just like meeting up every week and like working in the studio and playing with clay. Since right now we're all separated and it's hard, I want to be able to meet virtually, and then I want to be able to meet in the studio too, and pick that up with ease. So I'll bring that up tomorrow and see what we can do moving forward. So for next week, it looks like we should be starting to work towards having a studio day. So maybe we'll do, we can do a hybrid class where if you're local, come in. And then if you're not local, tune in, and I'll have some type of clay demo in the works to show us. So that should be exciting. So studio day coming up. The following week, Carly's back from Italy, and then we'll touch base with her, see her awesome art practice, the awesome photo she took from the fabrication of this. It's a mosaic project, which is awesome too, because we're in the ceramics world when we're at AMOCA, and to see that Carly, who's an illustrator, as having their work fabricated in mosaics is like kind of this beautiful thing about like how important clay is, right? So other than that, I think I'm good. It looks like we ended a little early. I wanted to end at 6, but I'm gonna keep fiddling with my website too. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna be uploading these videos probably on Sunday. I wanted to get it done a little faster, but as I'm saying about the internet at the museum is being a little wacky. So it's probably best for me to upload these videos to YouTube on a day where not everyone's trying to get their office work done. So I'll probably do that on Saturday and finish it up on Sunday. I'll have it emailed to you by later Sunday, so you could be tuning into it by Monday. Yeah. So I just look forward to seeing what y'all make further with Clay and wrapping up our teen council semester strongly with all the hiccups we've had in the pandemic era. Okay, so I'm bouncing back. I'm gonna do my stop share. Woo! And I'm gonna end my recording.